I introduced you Julio. Julio was part of this history. He was the Cuban voluntary militant in 1962, and after that, he was part of the hotel staff. In this moment, he stayed with us voluntary, okay? Because this place is part of his life, okay? In Spanish, now with Julio, they go to work the bunker, and they explain English for you here. And after that, we will change, okay? 1962, and Fidel accepted the proposal to Nikita Khrushchev, the primary Soviet minister, to install several Soviet missiles in Cuba, pointing to United States, and arrived to Cuba 36 missiles in secret, okay? Then the war stage in the air disappeared in 1962. Here on the map, you can see the position of the Soviet missiles in Cuba. Here's the way. Now we are in Havana. We are here, and the missiles were in two ways, in two groups, pointing to United States, okay? Here you can see better, 2,100 kilometers of range and 1 megaton of power launch missiles. And the R-14 never arrived to Cuba. By here you can know that the war disappeared in 1962, okay? Were missiles in Cuba and missiles in Turkey. The missiles, American missiles pointed to the Soviets. And then the Soviet government needed missiles near United States. And where?
Cuba.
In Cuba, because Cuba was socialist and the Soviet Union was socialist too in 1962. Kennedy met about the missiles in Cuba by the Soviet spy, and he decided and by the U-2 planes. You remember the U-2 as the musical group? There on the map, you can see the U-2 planes overfled Cuba and detected the missiles. The pictures here outside were shown in the United Nations, and this executive committee president by Kennedy, he decided impose a quarantine time around Cuba. The embargo, but the naval and air embargo, not the economy blockade, because the economy blockade began in 1962, but in February by Kennedy too, and this history began in October 1962. Then, in last time, Cuba was blockade economy and naval and air, okay? Then difficult history. And in the next map, you can see the quarantine time around Cuba. Cuba was surrounded by American planes and warships, a double blockade. The order for Cubans and Soviets in Cuba were don't fight it against the Americans. But really, on October 27, 1962, overfled and U-2 planes again and was shot down by the Soviet base in Cuba. Died the American pilot, friends to the Kennedy family, and after that, in Cuba, for waging the war. But immediately, Nikita Khrushchev proposed to Kennedy to remove the missiles in Cuba, and Kennedy sent this message to Nikita Khrushchev. Kennedy said, in our part, to remove from the quarantine measure now in effect, and to give insurance again an invasion to Cuba. By really, Nikita Khrushchev and Kennedy exchanged the missiles. Nikita to remove the missile from Cuba, and Kennedy the missile from Turkey, and they solved his problem. But where is Fidel on this negotiation? No. Fidel felt betrayed by Nikita Khrushchev, and 56 years ago, in the middle of this history, Fidel exposed those 5 points. Fidel said, an end to the economy blockade. This is the same today, okay? Close to the Guantanamo naval base. Do you know about Guantanamo? It's the American penitentiary center in Cuba until now. An end to the violation of the air and naval space, to the pirate attack, to the subversive activities. And then these points are the same between Cuba and United States actually. And then the question is, how long was the missile crisis? How many times?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
13 days.
13 days.
13 days.
13 days. Do you see the movie 13 days?
Oh.
was protagonized by Kevin Costner.
Oh, yes.
But he stayed in the hotel in 2001, yes, and he showed the movie to Fidel. Fidel said, "It's an honor for me. You can show this history, but it's the American version. Because for the Cuban, the missile crisis don't finish yet. This is our point of view. Why? This is the reason, the economy blockade and the Guantanamo naval base. Yes, you know that in 2014 was established the diplomatic relation between Cuba and United States, but it's not a normal diplomatic relation. Only when the economy blockade will be finished and where was devolved the Guantanamo naval base, the relation will be better between Cuba and United States. Okay, this is our point of view. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then any question? This is a difficult history. No. Yes. Now you are my troops. Yes. Yes. Are you ready to work the